welcome to another Confident Club Cuppa.
Hi everybody. We've been discussing Steve's book. It's getting a bit battered now, my copy, Steve.
Yeah.
Last time we were talking about this massive subject of goal setting. But because this is mainly about failure, this is the heading of this step. Don't decide what you want. If you do decide what you want, don't think about why you want it. And if you do decide why you want it, commit to believing you can't have it. So goal setting is a massive thing. There's a lot of people talk about.
I go broader than that, because I think when people think about goal setting, they think about a real specific thing, and that's true because the specific comes out of the general. But I think a good place to start, and that's why it's right at the front of the book, is on occasions, on fairly regular occasions perhaps, is just ask yourself and define for yourself what success means to you, because it means different things to different people, because as we've said in previous couples, it's a very emotive word, right?
Yeah.
So what I'd like to talk about today, I think, because you've touched on it, is just kind of to kind of whet people's appetite. Just go, what the hell is success? Because lots of people, trust me, if you go on Amazon, when you go, or don't go buy my book, right, and you put in personal, there's a lot of books, right? Lots of people have thought long and hard about what the hell success is. So, you know, I've said before with the book, there's no original ideas in this book really, but they're presented in a different way. So I did a lot of research on what do other people say success is. And I've given a few people's thoughts in that chapter from memory.
There's this one here that from Earl Nightingale, which hopefully most of you will have heard about. You see, I read Steve's book, it makes me laugh. Great. So another man called Earl Nightingale spent 25 years, that's all he spent, only 25 years, thinking about success before coming up with what he claimed was the following definition. Right, you ready for this?
Okay.
Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal or goal. That's quite
it's profound, that, isn't it?
Profound, yeah.
So, I mean, and this is what I read, that he spent 25, if you haven't heard of a Nightingale Conant, you might have heard of, massive personal development company. So he founded that, right? One of the forefathers of the whole personal development movement, if you want to call it that, right? And he spent 25 years about that. But I think it's a belt to that, but you have to kind of explore what it means. Progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal. So what I would say about that, or what Earl Nightingale said, was progressive is success. You know, there's no such thing as overnight success. So as me and you know, cliches are often true. That's why the cliches. So, you know, I don't know anybody who's successful overnight. So you have to prepare, you have to set your destination. I think on another couple we're talking about, we used to do a workshop on a boat, right?
Yeah.
And it's like people who come on the boat, a canal boat, right? A narrow boat for our Dutch friends or whatever. And people get on the boat and they go, is this boat going anywhere? And I go, no. Or where's it going? I go, I've no idea. Now, I knew exactly where it was going, right? Thwaites Mills. But there's lots of people on a canal boat who haven't any idea where the destination is, right? And sort of sailing. So stopping and deciding. But it's a progressive journey. You don't get to Thwaites Mills immediately. You know, it takes a bit of time. So progressive is we need to do it over time. That's the first thing. And I think that's true. So recognize that. You know, people say, is there something you wish you put more of in the book? And I think I wish I put more about delayed gratification, Curly.
Yeah.
I wish I put more. I touched on that, but I just think people want it, and they want it even quicker than that, right? Especially young people, which is his book's aimed at them. No, you're going to have to be patient, right? You've got to sow some seeds. So progressive, right? Realization. So you'll know, because you've known me forever, right? This is the whole idea of everything's created twice. So you've got to see success and know what success is, for starters, not just stuff, boats, houses, cars. You've got to see it in your head first before you can realize it in the real world, right? Everything's created twice. So progressive, it takes time. Realizations, I need to sort of see myself ahead, you know, already being successful, already doing that great presentation or whatever it might be, to manifest it, to use a fancy word that I don't even like, in the real world. Don't like that either. But you all know what I mean, right? Progressive realization, worthy goal or ideal, right? Because your goal or vision might be to be the best drug dealer in Yorkshire, right? But I think most people would argue it's probably not that worthy, right? So the worthy bit is, well, what that aligns with your purpose. That's the kind of having great relationships making a difference. You know, something you want to trade the days of your life for, because that's what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So that, I mean, Megan, my daughter Megan's just had to make a real difficult decision. You know, being offered 2 jobs at once in the current environment, fantastic.
Good for her. That's well
Like,
done.
which do I do? Which do I do?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so a big part of that was her asking herself, what does success look like for me when I'm sat on a park bench and I'm 90? And looking back, even though I'm only 25 now, right? That's what it means. And does it align with my values and lots of other stuff we talk about in the book? And that helped to make a good decision, I think, because she said, well, I'll never know if that other job would have been better. And I went, no, you won't, because it's like a sliding doors moment. But you took this opportunity, you picked that one based on looking backwards, you know, as if you'd already achieved that purpose, that goal, that vision, right? So you've got to decide what success is, and it'll change. So just maybe make a note in your diary, you know, even if it's just once a year, what does success look like?
Can I
for
just
me
finish
now?
on a little story, Steve, that's just
Yeah.
come to mind when you were talking?
Yeah, of course.
So when I gave up the world of accountancy, I started doing a lot of coaching, one-to-one coaching, which I loved. And one of my clients came in one day and he was really upset, and we got on really well. And I said to him, what's wrong? He said, oh, it's my mum. And I knew she'd been really ill. I said, oh no, she died. He went, no. He said, I went to see her, and she's in a home in Scarborough. And I don't know if you know Scarborough. It's on the east coast of Yorkshire. It's a beautiful little holiday place. And he took his mum in a wheelchair, and they went and sat. He was sat on a bench on the top of the cliffs, and she was sat in a wheelchair. Just look at this beautiful, beautiful view. And he turned around, and his mum was crying. And he said, "Oh, Mum, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Do you feel ill?" She went, "No, son. So what is it, Mum?" She said, "I'm just thinking. I'm 92, and I'm thinking of all the things I never did." Don't want to be that person, do you? I mean, I've got all emotional about that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Brilliant.
really
So
upset.
on that cheery note.
And that cheers you all up, yeah.
I'll see you then.
Bye.